Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pure English Practice. I'm Karen Taylor of the Color Vowel chart and Blue Canoe. We're going to get started by finding the chat, please, and let us know where you're calling from. For example, I'll say hello from, it's always the same, Maryland. It's always the same. So for me, I'm always in Maryland, and now maybe you'll give us your city. Maybe we'll use cities today, cities and places. So I'll say hello from Silver Spring, Maryland. That's me. Hello from Silver Spring, Maryland. Okay, would you please find the chat and then I can see where you're calling from. City and state, or state and country. Good, Mitaka City. See, this is new for me now. Mitaka City. Wonderful. And so I see, is anybody new in the room? If you could hold up a hand, an electronic hand or an actual hand. Are you new to this Pure English practice, or are you experienced? Yeah. Nazare, I think I saw you last week.
Yeah, you did. This is my second time. And actually, I'm trying to invite more people so they can be here. 2 more people.
Fantastic.
I'm trying to send them email. Can I do that?
You sure can. Anybody is welcome. Anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Texas, Austin.
Okay. Fabulous.
Yeah. But in 1 month, I'll be calling from LA because I just get accepted for my master's degree in University of Southern California. So I'm very happy.
Congratulations. What's your degree?
Petroleum engineer.
Petroleum engineering. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's find, that's a good word, petroleum. Let's find that. So we've got, I'm going to just put the color vowel chart up and we'll kind of get started. Hello, welcome. So we were just listening to Nazare, who we're congratulating on finishing, was that a master's degree in petroleum engineering?
Yeah.
So petroleum, it's a great word, petroleum. What color is petroleum? And this will be a good introduction to the color vowel chart right here. Petroleum. Yeah.
I think it's Oliver's.
Maybe olive.
Or rose?
Well, let's take a look. If it were olive, it would be, and I'll make my, let's see, I might just use a spotlight for a minute. So there we go. So you can all see. So if it were olive, it would be olive sock petroleum. Listen to the way I say it. Petroleum. Petroleum. Are they the same or are they different? Petroleum. Petroleum.
Different.
They're different, right? You can hear that. Oh, ah.
Rose.
Petroleum. Let's try rose. Rose, boat, petroleum.
I think it's rose.
Petroleum.
Yeah. So I say petroleum, petroleum.
Petroleum.
Yeah. Nazare, can you say petroleum again?
Petroleum.
Yeah, petroleum. Yeah. So it's a very rounded O right there. Even though O happens in rose and O happens in olive. So the spelling. Spelling does not help, right? Good. I'm going to take petroleum and add it to my color vowel organizer. So this is my organizer. No, I'm using my phone. I'll say that to my daughter. She's trying to steal my phone. Everybody say no.
No.
Yeah, my teenage daughter comes in here looking at me like I'm going to give her my phone, but I won't. In fact, I'll put my phone on the organizer and petroleum. Okay.
Petroleum.
So here's my phone and here's petroleum. And you have every reason to assume that it was olive, right? Because it looks like the words that are in olive. So we have to listen to words and we have to try on different colors to see what matches best. And it's a common question people have, you know, Karen, how can I know what sound a word is going to make? And we don't just by looking at it. We just don't know until we hear it, right? And listen to it. So we're going to use that organizer tonight a lot. Thank you for that, Petroleum. What about engineering? Engineering. Engineer. Take out your hand and I'll remove my spotlight so I can see all of your beautiful faces. Here we are. Engineer, right?
Engineer.
Green tea.
And engineering.
Engineering.
Engineering. Good.
Engineering.
If we catch the vowel that
Engineering.
we stress, that's the time where we spend the most time. Engineer.
Green tea.
Green tea.
Green tea.
Yeah,
I
green tea,
agree.
exactly.
Green
Green
tea.
tea, engineering. Try that.
Engineering.
Engineering.
Yeah, try it with me.
Engineering.
Green tea,
Engineering.
engineering.
Green tea engineering.
Engineering.
Beautiful. Green tea engineering. And so we can take, if it's something to remember and you want to remember and practice a word that was tricky or new, then we can enter it here in our green tea box. Engineering. Okay. And similarly, now, whenever you are, saying, talking about your degree, right, Nazare, you'll say petroleum engineering. Petroleum
Engineering.
Great. So we have two words there. They're both important. We have petroleum under roseboat and engineering up in green tea.
Engineering.
Yeah, let's use that for a minute. I'm going to do some pure English practice with you. This is like Zumba for English pronunciation. So you can mute yourself, please turn off your microphone. You're going to speak with me in real time, and I'm going to use Nazare's wonderful achievement as our sentence. So we'll start like this. Engineering. Engineering. Take out your hands. Engineering.
Engineering.
Good. And let's go ahead and mute so that we are not speaking over each other, please. I'll find a few of you to ask you to mute, okay? And now you can help me too, okay? So you're speaking in real time, you're doing what I do, and you're saying what I say. It's about 1 or 2 minutes of pure practice. Here we go. Engineering, engineering. Petroleum, engineering, engineering, engineering. Petroleum, engineering, engineering, engineering. Petroleum, engineering, engineering, engineering. Petroleum, engineering. I graduated with a degree. I graduated with a degree. Try that. I graduated with a degree. I graduated with a degree. I graduated with a degree in petroleum engineering. 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 Ooh, engineering. Ooh, that was hard. Engineering. 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 Petroleum engineering. Ooh, that one is, that's a mouthful, and it's not something we say every day. Those are two long words that have a lot of syllables. And so it's not an easy rhythm, but you can start to hear it if you repeat that, right? Petroleum engineering, petroleum engineering, petroleum, petroleum, petroleum engineering. Try that. Petroleum engineering. Petroleum engineering, petroleum, petroleum, petroleum engineering. Good. There we go. Well done. What an achievement. That's so exciting with graduation. And Nazare, I'm going to keep asking you questions. So what will you do next?
Well, actually, my bachelor's was in petroleum engineer. What I said was I got accepted for my master's. So I'm gonna be starting my master's in petroleum engineer at University of Southern California.
Sorry, I did not hear that part.
Hopefully I'll graduate it in 2024.
Exactly. Well, so that's fabulous, getting accepted into something. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much and congrats.
Thank you.
Tonight, we're going to spend a little time with that organizer that we're looking at. And the reason we organize words with the color vowel chart is so that we can remember new ways of speaking, right? When you discover that you've been saying a word in a way that is not the general way of saying it, or maybe it wasn't the what you expected, and then you find out, oh my gosh, it's black or it's olive instead of mustard. How are you going to remember that moment, right? How will you remember and how will you practice? So the organizer is, I mean, it can be a document, it can be a piece of paper, you can have a notebook, but you have to have some way to organize your learning. And Blue Canoe is the practice, but I think the organizing has to be very personal. So are you keeping, do you keep notes in your iPhone? Do you have a notepad in your car? Where do you learn and how do you do it consistently? So tonight I'm showing you this organizer that is one place to do this, but you can do this. I use paper all the time. I always have these lying around. This is, sorry, you can't really see that. This is a paper version of this document that you're looking at. And, or you can just keep notes in your notebook and come home and write it. But I do recommend doing something like this, right? Once you have these words written here, and all of these are words from Blue Canoe. I was actually doing some lessons. These are all social conversations lessons from Blue Canoe, okay? And I can even say that for myself. So I know where these words come from because you collect these from Blue Canoe, okay? You collect these over time and they're very practical. They're from a movie that you're watching or from a lecture you're preparing or from an interview you're getting ready for, right? You're preparing for your speech events and you're also listening to what is in your life. So this is like your diary of your words from each week, yeah? Now with petroleum engineering, we've added that. We could add words like degree or accepted, right? What color is, we have degree, that's really nice and easy, degree. What about accepted? Accepted. What color is accepted? Accepted, accepted. So I'm using the hand here. I'll stop share for a moment. I'm using the hand to mark and highlight, but also to guide me with the time that I need to spend on the stressed syllable in English. Okay, so accepted is different than
That's right.
accepted or accepted. Yeah, accepted. Yeah. Did somebody say red? Who said that? There we go. Ilda. Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
So red pepper. You want to try that for us? Red pepper accepted. Go ahead.
Red pepper acceptor.
Accepted. Good.
Accepted.
Yeah, accepted. I was accepted. Try that. I try 1, 2, 3. I was accepted. Go.
Accepted.
Good. Try the sentence. I was accepted.
I will accept it.
Nice. I was accepted.
I was accepted.
Nice. So when you're accepted to a program or accepted into a place, I was accepted. Everybody, I was accepted. Yeah. Nazare, can I hear that? I was accepted.
I was accepted.
Great. So that was becomes very small. Was. I was accepted.
I was accepted.
Nice. That's the rhythm that we often hear, right? So we have small syllables and big syllables. I was accepted. Who else wants to try? Let's make the sentence longer too. I was accepted into the program. Yeah, I was accepted into the program. I was accepted into the program. I was accepted into the program. Who wants to try? Gilson, try and then neutron.
Ngừng.
Nung, I cannot, yeah, I'm gonna work with you on that. Good, thank you. Gilson first, let's hear you. I was accepted into the program. Go.
I was accepted into the program.
Nice.
I-
Listen, I was accepted, accepted. So we're gonna link right there, right? I was accepted into the
Into the
program
program.
again.
I was accepted into the program. I was accepted into the program. I was accepted into the program.
Nice job. Nung,
Yes.
hi. Can you try that for me? I was
Yes.
accepted into the program.
I will accept it into the program.
Great. And stop for a minute. I'm gonna coach you on something there that I think a lot of people will like. Say accepted.
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 Good. That's not a word of English, but
Yes.
it is part of a sentence of English. I was accepted. You hear the connection?
Right. I will accept it into the program.
Good. So we want that z of was accepted, was accepted.
Was accepted. Was
Good.
accepted.
I was accepted into the
I-
program. Go.
I was accepted into the program.
Two more times.
I was accepted into the program. I will present it into the program.
Great. Okay, good. And so we can actually go to the organizer with that and say, I want to remember that was accepted. I was accepted. The whole phrase can go in the organizer. What color is accepted again? Ilda, can you model it?
Red.
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 Pepper.
Perfect. Red, pepper, accepted. I was accepted. I was accepted. And I'm going to go ahead and underline the E to remind myself where the stress is. And then I could do something interesting. If I had a pencil, I would draw a little curve, a little mark here to connect. But the other thing I could do is I could make this into the Z sound that it is. I was accepted, or I could even do something strange like this and put the Z right here. Okay. I was accepted. You see how that looks? It's strange. It's not how we would write it, but that's what we're doing. I was accepted. I was accepted.
I was accepted.
Yep. Good. Now that's about as strange as I usually don't do this. My teachers probably have never seen me do this. I usually don't change the way English looks, but for the moment, I wanted to show you what you could write, right? So we'll do this, was accepted. And this is part of the limitation, I would say, of using a digital document. I really prefer writing with my hand. And if you still, I know we're in the modern age, but if you could decide on having a notebook and you keep your organizers in there, and if you can really, work with a notebook, that's a good idea, because now we can do some interesting things there. Let me show you what I mean. If I work on paper, I have so many more options. And so here I am with this one right here. Find my camera. Where did it go? I have a camera. 1 second here. Let's see. Cameras are magical. Here's my camera right there. And I even have there we are. This is the organizer we were using last week. And so if I'm here with, there's Nazare's name, see, that's the same one. So here we are, I was accepted. I was accepted. Okay. I can recognize the link right here. I was accepted. I was accepted. Okay. And you can remind yourself if you have difficulty remembering that that's a Z sound, now I could put that letter Z up there. I was accepted. I was accepted into the program. What color is program? Program. Program.
Rose.
Rose boat.
Yeah, you can hear that big
Rose
rose boat
boat,
sound, right?
rose
Into the
boat, yeah.
into the program,
Right,
okay? Into the program.
right.
Rose boat program. Great, great. Okay. So that's an idea of how, you know, the written organizer can be so helpful. Or even if it's a notebook you have with you, a small one in your bag, then you can transfer those words. Okay, good. Well, let's look at Blue Canoe for a moment. That's what I wanted to finish out with before I take questions. Here in Blue Canoe, that's our app for spoken English. And I think a lot of you already have Blue Canoe, but if you don't, you can look up Blue Canoe Learning. I'm not sure you can see that. Let's try that share again. So Blue Canoe Learning, more time. What are you looking at? I'm not sure you're seeing what I want you to see. I'm trying to show you my phone, but you know what? I'll show it to you on my document camera. That might solve my problem for tonight. There we go. Boom. Okay. So here, there we go. Look at my face. Okay, so here we are with Blue Canoe. I'm using my tech hack for the night. We can use a document camera today. And if we look down in the lessons, remember I was telling you I was looking at social. I think I had life and social conversations, right? So I was organizing all of these sentences into my organizer, and I wanted to just do one lesson with you, starting with family. And we're going to do a couple sentences, and then we'll put those words into the organizer. So if you have a piece of paper close by, take out that piece of paper, and we'll look at each word as we go along. But first, let's just listen. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if you can hear it. Raise your hand if you hear this. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. Is that loud enough? Yeah. Okay, good. When I listen to it, I'm going to mirror with it, which means to speak in real time. I'll model that. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. 4 times. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. So I'm playing this 4 times is good because it makes a kind of music. You start to hear that rhythm. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. I'll go slower. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. 4th time. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. Good. Now, going, vacation, holidays are the 3 important words. Going, vacation, holidays. Let's listen. Rose boat going. Rose boat going. Rose boat going. Rose boat going. Gray day vacation. Gray day vacation. Gray day vacation. Gray day vacation. And olive sock holidays. Olive sock holidays. Olive sock holidays. Olive sock holidays. Here's the whole sentence. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. 2 more times. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. Yeah. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. Good. So we hear this like music, and now it just seems so natural, right? And now I can record. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. Okay. If you practice in this way, your results are going to be much higher. But more important than Woohoo, I got 100. More important than the number is the habit that you're building. With all of that practice and all of that listening, you're building a habit that is informed by stress, which is the way that English behaves. This is how people understand you, is when you use the stress, when you're slow, longer time on those important syllables, okay? Any questions about this sentence or about what we're doing here? Stress, time, anything? From here, if there are no questions yet, from here, I can then take these words. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. I can switch back over to my organizer and let's enter that into the organizer. Here we are. Okay. We're going. What color is going? We're going on a family vacation. Yeah.
Rose. Rose.
Right. And actually, I have already here from another lesson, right?
Right.
We're going on a family vacation. Vacation was the second big word. Vacation.
Vacation.
Vacation, great day.
Great
Yep.
day
Great.
vacation.
Vacation. Wonderful.
Vacation.
And I'll underline the stress so I know where my hand opens. Vacation. If you're not sure where a word is underlined or where the stress is, you can always go to the Blue Canoe dictionary in your phone, right? Okay, vacation. And actually, you can also, let me see if it works tonight the way I want it to. I always forget what my trigger is. Usually I can get it to work. I have the Blue Canoe extension installed, and sometimes you can make it work on a Google document, but not tonight. So we'll see. But vacation, it might look black, but it's actually gray, right?
Right.
Okay. We're going on a family vacation over the holidays. What color is holidays?
Holiday. Olive.
What color, Nung?
Olive.
Sock.
Olive sock. Exactly.
Olive
Olive sock. Holidays. Good. Holidays. Olive sock holidays. Great. So I put these other words here because I wanted you to see what happens when you use the organizer consistently, right? You're using it for every lesson. So these are the previous sentences of the other social conversation lessons in Blue Canoe. This is about 3 lessons. And over time, you see how these categories start to fill with words, right? Now I'll ask, I'm going to go back to, in this case, I'll go back to Nazare. Nazare, is there a particular color vowel that you like to work on or practice?
Not necessarily. I've been practicing Blue Canoe like since last year. So I have my schedule every week from Monday to Sunday. I do some things in there.
Oh,
So
great.
not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Then I'll ask the audience, is there somebody who wants, we can vote, but what we'd do is we would look for which category has a large number of words. For example, we have just sure in purple shirt. That's not a lot of practice yet, right? But if you say, oh, let's take a look at all of these rose words, because rose can be challenging, right? And so we'll practice these rose words by saying them in order, and we'll do it actually 3 times through. So it'll be rose, boat, most, home, going down, and then back to most, down, and one more time. But I'm going to make it fun for you because I'm going to go slowly the first time, a little bit faster the second time, and even faster the third time. Okay. So everybody's muted. Go ahead and follow with me. I'll leave this up, but you can still see me in the corner, I think, right? So it goes like this. But before we do that, sorry, I want to cover rose boat. I want to show you what can be tricky about it. So rose boat is here on the chart, spotlight. Yeah, here's rose. And as you see, it has this little W, which is my way of reminding you that it has a movement. And the movement is, oh. So if my hand's moving, you might think, oh, well, that's why it's moving. But look at my mouth. Oh, oh, right? So there's a movement that starts with a more open, round position. Oh, 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 oh. And it's so different from many other languages that have o, right? So for example, Spanish or Japanese, right? Japanese has that o, like Tokyo, yeah, Tokyo. So we'd say Tokyo in English, Tokyo. And that's why we say that. It's because our O moves. It sounds funny to you, doesn't it now? Tokyo, but it's what we do. So here's our O, okay? And as we go down that list of Rose words, I want you to just be noticing your lips and see if they're also moving. Here we go, 3 times. Rose, use your hand, please. Rose, boat, most, home, going, don't, phone, petroleum, most, go, sorry, I stuck myself. Here we go. Most, home, going, don't, phone, petroleum, most, home, going, don't, phone, petroleum. All right. And then you can make sentences that are all rows and work on them. Like the most exciting subject is petroleum engineering or whatever you want to make. Okay. But we can practice all of our words once a day and reinforce what we know about rows. Okay. Each day, pick a different color, and now you're adding to your practice outside of Blue Canoe. The last thing I want to just say about Blue Canoe, I think it's very powerful for practice, habit formation, and maybe Nazare can attest to that. But I think for many of us, we need to have something that triangulates us. Like what I mean by triangulate, triangle. There's the mind here, the body, there's the app, and then there's this other piece that I think often needs to be a notebook, the organizer, something that's a third place that has us writing. So if you are somebody who feels like you need something more than just you and Blue Canoe, and you don't have a teacher especially, this is your teacher, is using the organizer. And teachers, of course, are, if you have a teacher who uses Color Vowel, they're using the organizer too. Okay. I'm out for comments now. Questions and comments, please. This is Q&A. I want to thank you for all of your participation so far.
I have Blue Canoe already. So my teacher, she gave me the gift for by the 1 year from Blue Canoe, but I don't know how to apply on pay for you. I want to pay for 1 year.
You want to pay for 1 year. And so you can buy that through the app.
I have Apple gift card already from her, my teacher.
Wonderful. Then I think you can use that. I don't know quite how to use it, but when you're in the App Store, I think you can enter a code.
Oh, okay. I will try it.
Yeah, try that. Try that. Thank you. Good. We had a question in the chat about, let's see here, lonely. Mohammed, did you have a question about lonely? Where's Mohammed? I see you there. We'll
the
see.
question is not a question, but is the only like a rose, lonely. We can use this word as a lonely and rose because little bit compare with that words. So that's why I only make a suggestion. That word is also like this.
Sure. So lonely, like if you're alone, you would be lonely, right?
Lonely, yeah.
Lonely, yeah, lonely. And lonely is that adjective. I'll just make a note there. The adjective of lone, which is also an adjective, but it's a different meaning, right? So slightly different, but it's that idea of lone and alone. All of those are related. Okay.
Yeah. And the other word is the lawyers, engineering. engineering, lawyers.
Engineering,
Lawyer.
lawyers, lawyers,
Lawyer.
lawyers. Good. Lawyers, loy. Does anyone hear the right
This one,
color?
yes, this. Yeah, lawyer.
Lawyer,
Lawyer, yeah.
lawyer. So we
Yeah.
can, there are two ways to do lawyer, and I'll show
Yeah.
you my way. And then,
Lawyer.
so try turquoise toy. It's a big mover. Loy.
Yeah, right.
Try that for me. Turquoise toy, lawyer, Mohammed.
Lawyers. Lawyer.
Good.
Lawyer.
Good. Are you using your hand? Lawyer.
Yes, I lawyer. Yes.
Great. The other way would be some people, and this might be Doug. Do you use Auburn, Doug?
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
ask Doug, the teacher. Can you
Yeah.
unmute and model that for us, Doug?
Yeah, Doug is teacher. Doug is teacher.
Auburn dog lawyer.
There. Listen to me and then listen to Doug. We're both English speakers. We say this word two different ways. Me, lawyer. Doug,
Lawyer.
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 Lawyers. Lawyers. Lawyers.
Yeah, so they're two different ways. Lawyer stays in one place. Law. It's just a big open mouth. All the jaw is pretty low. The tongue is way back. Law. And this one moves. Loy. Okay. They both are perfectly acceptable. So lawyer, lawyer, they're the same because that Y is waiting for you in the year.
Lawyers and lawyers.
Yeah, they're great. They're
Lawyers
both
and
great.
lawyers. Yeah.
Many good ways to say that word, two main ways. Okay, wonderful. We say, and a lot of times people think there's just one correct or one best way to speak, but there are many right ways to speak. That's the fact, okay? Any final questions? We had some lawyer question there or Blue Canoe questions. We get together every first and third Thursday for this Blue Canoe Pure English Practice session. You are welcome. You can tell your friends, like Nazare said, he invited his friends. This is a class for the world, I like to say, and it's always free. It's always about a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, okay? And we'll take your questions. Gilson, did you have a question?
I have a question about the word look. Oh, I'm sorry, pardon. Annie.
Pattern,
Yeah,
which is just
pardon.
like patter.
It's hard
Patter's
for
a
me.
word too, but pattern. What's your question about it?
Oh, it's hard for me to pronounce this word.
Yeah, pattern.
Pardon.
Pattern. Yeah,
Pardon.
exactly, Doug. So that's a nice black cat word, right? What do you think is difficult about it?
Yeah, the middle, pardon.
Good.
Pardon.
Yeah. So I'll use this for a minute. I think we'll go back just briefly to my handwriting because I do like the handwriting. If we take pattern, the black part of it's easy, maybe pa. But then we have these two T's. And in North American English, which includes the Canadians, as well as the Americans, we have this secret thing we do where if the letter T, I'm just going to put it here, if these T's are surrounded by two vowels, they become pronounced as a D sound. Okay, pattern. And so you'll see that with, for example, butter, where these two T's sound like a D, butter. Okay, so this is a mustard word, pattern. Okay, so the way we can practice this, we can see this. That's one way, is to know, but the next one is to do it. And so now we practice by saying dern, okay, something like that. Dern. This should be fun for those of you who have in your language. Okay, Adern, adern, addern, 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 and then add the P, pattern, pattern, pattern. So this is like ere for Spanish speakers, ere. Do you have a sound like that, Gilson, in Portuguese? Ere.
We have R.
Oh, you
Ere.
have this one, ere. This back here, yeah, ere. So we in Spanish have ere. If you trill it, but if you do ere like caro, Spanish speakers, that's easy, right? So pattern is like that. Yeah, pattern. So Gilson, I want you now, since you don't have that sound in Portuguese, I want you to try just a D sound, like dirt. Say dirt for me.
Dirt.
Good.
Dirt.
Now say dern.
Darn.
Now say addern.
Addern.
Pattern.
Pattern.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So we just built backward. It's called back building. Okay. But get that purple part at the end. Pattern.
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 So again, dern.
Darn.
Pattern.
Pattern.
So hold on to the dern. I hear you kind of slipping away from it, but it's a real purple ending. So it's is the stress. Pattern.
Pattern.
Good. Get that hard D in there for me. Pattern.
Pattern.
Say dern.
Darn.
Addern.
Addern.
Pattern.
Pattern.
That's better. So
Hard for me. Oh my God.
you get the syllable by itself, and then it kind of slips back. But it takes a little practice. I think you can do it.
Yeah.
Well done. Anyone else want to try black cat pattern? I see that. Beautiful, Nung. And remember, whenever you get stuck on a word, put it back in a phrase, like the spelling pattern, or what other patterns are there? A floral pattern, and go back to the sentence that you want to use it in. Okay, because we can get stuck on something. All
You
right.
say my name really good,
Did I say it well, Nung?
very well. I
listen.
think because you followed a couple master, that's why you can say my name well. I surprised
right.
first time.
Well, I decided to stop looking at the name I see in Zoom because it was distracting me. So I said, oh, I can do Nung.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Thank you.
Next time, maybe if you don't have a time, next time I have to trouble the word tap, that red pepper tap.
Can you spell that for me?
That I writing on the chat already. TAPE.
Oh, what
Tape.
color is tape, everybody?
Red pepper.
Careful. Listen to what others might say. Tape. Tape.
Great
Tape.
Yeah. Gray day.
day tape.
So now, Nung, try it.
Gray day tape.
That's much better, because I didn't even know what you were saying. I had to look at it, right?
Right.
So remember, gray, just like rose, notice how they're across from each other. It's not just coincidence. Rose goes O upward, and A also moves. A.
Gray day.
Yep.
That's what I thought about red pepper. No, that's why red day tape.
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 Good. Yeah, so I think you're pronouncing it with a red sound, but you need to use a gray sound. Tape. Beautiful.
Tape.
Yeah. And you can watch the jaw move up. A.
Gray day tape.
Tape. Good. A lot of English speakers make that sound without moving their jaw because we do it with the tongue, but I'm teaching you how to do it with the jaw so you can watch. A. Okay. Tape.
Tape.
And the best way to help yourself is to use your arm, because this will give you the time. Tape.
Tape.
Good. And if you need to move it, tape.
Tape.
Good. That'll remind you to move. Great.
Tape.
Good. Like, so tape for sealing a package. Wonderful.
Right.
So we would add that. Remember, the finishing spot is always coming back to the organizer and saying, I'm going to add tape right here, gray day tape. So no, that is the moment, because once you have it written down, here's tape with my
Right.
terrible 10 o'clock handwriting.
Right.
But as a learner, now you can come back to this and remember and
Right.
reinforce. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Beautiful. All right. So we get, see, now all the questions come out now. And I'm having so much fun with you. So if you want to, if you're here, I'm here for a little longer. So we have Hend had a nice question. Hend, it's so nice to, where are you? I saw you. Is Hend still here?
I'm here. Hello.
Hi, how are you? It's
Hi,
lovely
how
to
are
hear
you?
your
Good.
voice. So tell,
This is
how do you
actually
say that name?
my son's name, and I usually pronounce it the way I pronounce it in my mother tongue. So I want to practice it the American way.
Okay, so say it for us.
If I'll try to say it the American way, I would say Adam. Is that correct?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, okay.
Adam.
And what color is that? Is that black or auburn? I don't know.
Well, try it with black. And if you hear the same sound in all three beats, let's say black, cat, and when you say your son's name, if we hear the same sound all three times, then that's a confirmation.
Okay, let's try black cat. So Adam.
Try black, cat, Adam.
Black cat, Adam.
Everyone, did you hear the same sound, the same vowel sound three times? Thumbs up if you did. I did. Yep, that confirms it.
Okay.
So I'm sort of teaching you a way to answer your own question, right? Everybody can do this. You can test a word if you have an idea of how to say it already, and now you're just trying to notice what color it is. If it were olive sock, how would it sound? Olive sock.
Autumn.
Autumn, which sounds like, like fall, autumn.
Yeah.
Right. So that changed from autumn to Adam. That's pretty neat.
Okay, so how you differentiate between the name Adam and the word Atom, A-T-O-M?
We differentiate through context because they are homonyms. They sound exactly the same, even though they are spelled differently. So here we are with my handwritten CVO, Color Vowel Organizer. Here's how that would look. Adam, like from physics, and Adam, your son's name. Oh, sorry, that was, I'm clearly tired. How strange.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Adam and Adam.
Yeah, for Adam, it's the T between two vowels again.
There, exactly. That's what I was noting. You're right. I think my brain was noticing that. So here's that D again. Okay, there's that D sound, Adam, because it's a vowel and a vowel. Thank you, Doug, for pointing that out. Okay, and so that's why they sound the same. Nice.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
Exactly. So again, if you write this down, then you have a way to go back and remind yourself, and to touch that paper 2 to 3 times a week to reinforce these new awarenesses and pronunciations. Okay. And so all of those, Nazare, in your chat over here, we mentioned bottom, bottle, bottom, button, bottle. All of those have what we call the flap T sound. Okay, so if we have bottom and bottle, they're both olive sock and they both have the flapped D. It's not exactly the D like dog. It's the flap D that you hear in the Spanish caro, or other languages have ara, ara. So it's not exact. That's why I made it a capital D. It's kind of an idea of the D. Okay. It's a soft D or a flap T, exactly. Bottle, bottom, okay? Butter. So we have all of those right here, okay? Wonderful. So take that with you this week, the idea of what happens to T when it is between two vowels, and see how often you hear that or how often you use that. Oh, what a fun class we've had tonight. I have recorded this session. I'm going to just post that right up in our channel so that you can review this lesson. I want to thank you for coming tonight. This is the 2nd of June. We'll be back in 14 days on the 3rd Thursday. And keep your questions, put them down in your organizer. If you need to find an organizer, you can go to your teacher if you have one. You can always email me for one at karen@bluecanoelearning.com. I should put one up for you somewhere handy, but that's one easy way to get it, okay?
Thank you
Oh,
so
actually,
much.
yeah, thank you. You have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Nazare, for sharing your good news with us. Good luck with your program. Nung, I hope to see you again. I'll say your name correctly, I hope next time.
Thank
Okay.
you so much for your
Thank you
interesting-
so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Good night. Be well, be safe, healthy.
Thank
you.
you.